Yo, you're listening to Everyday Superpower, place where we talk body language, we talk relationships, game, attractions, seduction, repulsion, and everything in between, alright? Yo, two links down in the description of this video. One of them links to the catalogue of body language. It's a YouTube playlist which covers all of the nonverbal cues you need to know in order to read people's minds. Second, there is a link to the Patreon as to which you'll be able to join me in analysing, assessing, observing, translating, and correctly internalizing how to read people in their attracted and repulsed sort of expressions, okay? It's real dating footage, real first dates, and you won't get that game nowhere else, okay? It'll be the most special dating relationship you'll ever come across. Now, what we're talking about today, I'm going to tell you, right, as the man, I want you to look at the world through her eyes. All right, this is going to be a talk in regards to comfort and creating the initial sort of essential phase of attraction in order to move on and create a fulfilling relationship of whichever sort you want with this person. All right, so look at the world through her eyes. This is marketing, this is sales, right? In order to sell yourself to this woman, all right, or in order for you to have this woman find you attractive, you need to fulfill the void or the criteria that is necessary and what she is looking for. So look at the world through her eyes, and in particular, we're going to highlight one specific area of looking at the world through her eyes. She is a woman. She is feminine. She's not masculine. She's not a man. She is weak physically, and she is small physically in a world of what she might as well perceive as giant people when we take men into the equation, all right? So this is why you need to provide some degree of comfort and security. Does this make sense to you, yeah? So think about it, yeah? You're you. You're you. Now imagine you walk into a bar, yeah, a nightclub. You walk into wherever you may frequent. You go to a music event. You go to an event of any sorts. You go to a gathering. You are walking through the city centre, yes? Now imagine if, you know, half of the population, if not the majority of that population, was what? An extra 7 inches, 8 inches, 9 inches taller than you? I mean, of course, this will vary from place to place to place to place to place, but you get where I'm coming from. I'm just generally going to round it off a little bit taller than what the possibility is, yes? Imagine if that's the case. Let's say you're a 5 foot woman living in this world, and where I am in England, you're probably looking at the average height being 5'8" to 5'10". More so averaging out about 5'9", 5'10". So if you take that into consideration, that's what? 9-10 inches on average higher than this woman who's 5 foot tall. So imagine if you were that person, right? Your survival instinct is going to be going off the chain. Yeah? This is why women are so much more better at reading people non-verbally. Yeah, and understand and having this gut intuition, it's all a survival mechanism to ensure she can survive and provide and produce offspring to ensure that the lineage continues. Yeah, make sense? So, if you put yourself in that position and look at the world through her eyes and imagine that you are living in this world where these people who are what 3, 4, 5 times as physically strong as you, if not more, larger scale than you. You know what I mean? A third bigger in body, generally speaking. They are here. You'd be a little more conscientious for the sake of your health and safety and security, right? Doesn't that make sense? And considering you were born into this world as this being, it would be subconscious behavior. Okay, you know nothing different. You're not 20, 30, 40 years old consciously thinking about this anymore. This is ingrained within the deep depths of your brain and mind as a survival mechanism. Yeah, so look at the world from her eyes. So when you approach and when you deal, yes, a little bit of anxiety is good. It adds sparks to a relationship. A little bit of danger is good, okay? But you have to understand that comes after you have ensured security and comfort within your communication. Yeah? And once you do that and establish that, that puts you in a space where these other men aren't. Yeah? Because they can still be deemed as potential threat. They can be still deemed as potential what? Murderers, rapists, anything that a man can create in a weaker woman's mind and body, you know? So, put that into perspective, please. It's as simple as that. You need to establish some sort of comfort between you both for her to stop being as triggered as what she will be initially out of needing to understand you of no physical harm at the very least, yes? Leave the emotional harm up to her, alright? But physically speaking, you want to be able to, you know, bring that wall down, bring that barrier down. And once that's down, we can start working a bit of magic. We can start gaming to a deeper degree. We can start implementing, you know, our full devotion into investing into the spirit and soul of this beautiful creature. And that's all I'm going to say on this one. Look at the world through her eyes and understand why she might be a bit preemptive, why she might be a little bit sheepish, why it's a little hard to get the ball rolling from the get-go. You see? I'm signing out. Peace.